Hey guys, Barbara here, and I have a guest with me today. Say hello to Jermaine.
Hello everyone.
So Jermaine is a subscriber.
Yes.
That started to talk in the chat about 5 years ago, and then he became a friend. And now he came on vacation and he's spending a few days with us, just like having a good time with food.
Yes.
We didn't really do any mukbang, right? We did a live, and now we're gonna do a bread show for you guys, all right?
You're watching the Bare Pantry Show.
All right, so what we did earlier was make the sponge for this bread. We're gonna do the brioche.
Okay.
So let me cut away to when I was showing Jermaine how to do that part.
Gotcha.
So the milk has to be warm. So if you're taking it from the fridge and heating it up in the microwave, it'll take anywhere from 15 to 30 seconds.
Okay.
But I'm gonna show you what it's gonna feel like. So this is cold. This is cold, straight from the fridge, half a cup of milk. I'm gonna do 15 seconds first.
Okay.
Can I get 30 seconds in here? Sorry, baby.
Bad time.
We have to start this because then you could go on the walk while we're eating. It won't be long. Oh, that's 18. Hold on.
Make the break,
Yeah. It won't take long. We just have to make that sponge part. So, because that takes 45 minutes. So then we knead up the bread and then we go on the walk. You still up for the walk? Mm-hmm. Cool. And it's supposed to feel hot,
Okay.
but if you leave your finger in there, you'll get burned. That's what you're looking for. No, touch the milk
okay.
itself.
Okay, gotcha.
You feel that?
Yes. I do.
That's the temperature you want for your milk and your water. The yeast. And it doesn't matter the order that it goes in, okay?
Okay.
And then I did half of the quarter teaspoon because it's 1 1/8.
Okay.
And then half a cup of flour. And that water that you touch, where if you leave your finger in there, you'll be burned. But it's still hot nice and hot to the touch, right?
Yes.
And if you notice, there was no smoke
No.
coming off of that water, right?
Mm-mm.
If smoke's coming off of your water, I mean milk.
Yeah.
If smoke's coming off of your water or milk when you're activating yeast, it's too hot. If you can touch it and it just feels a little bit tepid, it's too cool. You want it to feel to where if I leave my finger in here, I'm going to be burned.
Gotcha.
So what we're doing here is called making a sponge. But it's not going to be a sourdough sponge because it's not going to sit out 3-4 days. This is just to activate the yeast. And this has to sit here for 45 minutes. If you've got if it's summertime and there's flies in the house and stuff, cover it with some shrink wrap. But right now it's good weather for us and no flies. So this will sit here for 45 minutes. And then we're going to move on with this to do the bread. And then we're going to go on a walk and then come back and mess with it some more.
Okay.
Good?
Sounds good.
So it's 45 minutes later. Let me get a spatula. Thank you, Jermaine. See, you know how to move. Joe just stays there and it makes me fall. Huh?
Why are you trying to paint me?
I'm going to paint you like Justin Pearson. All right, so I should have really started in this big bowl with this starter.
Gotcha.
But the big bowl was dirty because I did the bread earlier. Because you could do the bread 2 different ways when you're making it into the loaf. So I wanted to show that, and I wanted to see how long it took me to get this bread into the kneading position, right?
Gotcha.
So that's why I'm just dumping it here. But start in a big bowl when you're doing it at home.
Okay.
So the next thing, we want to crack the eggs.
Gotcha.
And we're doing it from page 12 of my brand new book, The Bread Book You Need.
It's a really good book.
Thank you, Jermaine.
Yeah.
He means it too, though, because he's like, oh, he's the first one to buy. So just crack that in there, all 3. I'm letting you do the hard part, because every time I crack egg, I get shell.
I do sometimes, not all the time.
Okay.
Just put it on the cup. Just put it right there.
Gotcha. You want all 3?
Yeah, do all 3. Don't worry, guys. We'll clean off the counter when we're done. There's always that scientist watching that's going to tell us how much bacteria we got. No shell?
No
Okay,
shell.
beat that up.
Alrighty.
While you're beating that up, I'm just going to add the sugar to the bowl. Right? You guys, we have half cup of butter here, but this goes in last. And therein lies the problem. The reason I wanted to do this brioche bread with Jermaine on camera is because this is the hardest bread to do in the book. For me.
Yeah.
Other people might find. Now the hot dog bun and hamburger bun does the same thing when you add the butter later. But it's a little bit of butter.
Gotcha.
So it doesn't do. So that's good. Dump it in there.
Right.
So we have the sponge, We have the sugar. And normally you put salt, but my butter is salted, so I'm not gonna add any extra salt. Stir it with the fork.
Okay.
It's gonna make like a batter. You can go close. I don't bite. It's a small spot right here, right, Jermaine?
Yeah.
This little area. That's why me and Joe are always bumping each other. And Joe's behind the camera clearing his throat because he's running the camera as a reel. Come, get right in on it, Joe, as a reel. Well, not a reel, a short. Okay, I'm going to start adding the flour a little bit. It's 1.5 cup of flour. So far this is not hard, right?
Not hard at all.
Okay.
Nope.
Like making pancake.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. We're going to add some more flour.
Okay.
And at this, sometimes when I'm doing stuff with a wooden spoon or the handle of a wooden spoon or a fork, I get kind of fed up and just want to get my hand in there. But if you put your hand in there, it's going to be really awful. It's going to be a sticky
Too
mess.
sticky.
Yeah, so just keep working it with that fork.
Okay.
This is to my friend Lisa. Are you watching? When I come see you, we're going to make this too. We're always going to do that. And then later we're going to do an easy one.
Okay.
And then before you leave, we're going to do Creole bun. We might not do that one on camera, maybe. Because you're going to take bun back with you.
Sounds great.
So all of that's in there. Keep working it. Tell me when it gets annoying to where you really just want to get your hand in there.
Okay.
And he already washed his hands, okay, guys?
Uh-oh.
Well, somebody said put a cloth under the bowl. They say a damp cloth, but let's just try the cloth. Is that better? Huh? So I guess the cloth
Keeps
has
it
to be
from
damp.
sliding, or, yeah.
So some people come and they give me real good advice and I take it, but the ones that just come and criticize, I just move on, because they'll let you give up with the
I can go
criticism.
in with my
You think
hands
go in your
now.
hand? Okay,
Yep.
clean it off the fork. Clean this off of here. Get all of this off of
Okay.
here too. Okay.
Uh-oh.
And don't worry if it's sticky because we have excess flour here.
Okay.
You use 2 hands.
Okay, so I'm just letting, we didn't plan anything. So when doing bread, I always try to start with one hand first.
Gotcha.
Because then this hand will be dry and clean.
Okay.
For you to like test it to see if it's too wet, too dry, stuff like that.
Gotcha.
So that's one little trick that I didn't put in the book that I didn't realize, right? So keep gathering it.
Okay.
And that's what I say in the book too. Pull it together or mix it up together until it gathers together. The ingredient gathers
Put
together.
it, if you got a kneader, put it in your kneader.
You can use a stand mixer too for these breads, but I don't use my stand mixer anymore because it makes a lot of noise, and then the hook and the paddle and everything has that covering coming off of it, so it's just metal, and then it releases some black stuff into my stuff. So how's that feeling? You think that's ready for the counter?
It's time to
Oh,
throw
it's
it.
still a little sticky,
Okay.
in my opinion.
You just pull it. Just try to gather more of the dry off
Okay.
the bowl as much as you can.
It's time to throw it away.
Throw it away. No, you can buy the feet. And Joe can probably oil it or something. That machine is as old as Jory.
Yeah.
My uncle Les gave it to me when Jory was a baby, 4 months old, and Jory's gonna be 32. Can you believe that? All right, so let's get it on the counter. Don't wash hands or anything. You just dump it out onto the counter.
Okay.
I think he got everything from the bowl. You guys see? All right. So knead it a little bit
Okay.
because it's still rough, right?
Still one hand.
And you could do it 2 hands now.
Okay. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's definitely still rough.
It's sticky. Do you feel it rough? Okay, just get it a little bit more smooth.
Okay.
We're gonna stop and wash your hands in a little while, but just give it a minute, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna put a little bit of flour down for you.
Okay.
You can gather that flour onto it.
I do feel it changing
Yeah.
the texture.
It's soft though, right? It's soft.
Yeah.
All right, so put a little bit, remove as much of it as you can off of your hand,
Okay.
and then put a little bit of flour on your hand to get off, because this is a lot of dough that you're gonna be wasting there if you wash that off.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you don't like this feel, put on those serving gloves. You know, the gloves that they use to serve food in the restaurants or at the potluck, stuff like that.
The food
Put
grade.
some more flour to get some more of that dough off of your hand. We're just trying to get as much of that off of your hand before you wash your hand.
Gotcha.
Okay. He's doing it! I'm so proud! Is this the first time you handled flour and dough?
First time, yep. I tried biscuits a long time ago. It didn't work right. It was like a dump recipe.
I'm not good at biscuits either,
Yeah.
so don't even fret. Biscuits suck, because they're more like a drop thing.
Right.
Right? Yeah. So now you can
Okay.
go wash your hands.
Gotcha.
I'm not going to touch anything. I want him to bring this together. And what we're going to do, guys, wait, let me wait for him to sit clog right there. Dry it real well. What we're going to do, we're going to set this to rise while we go on a walk. Because even though Jermaine's on vacation, we're still working on our fitness. So we're going to take him for a walk.
Yes.
All right, so now it's dry.
No.
So touch the dough. We just want it dry so that the wet doesn't get the dough stickier, right?
Gotcha. Okay.
And then just start to knead.
Okay.
And kneading, you're going to develop your own style of kneading. Some people will do that Fraser thing or frise thing where they do like this. You do like this. Stretch it out and bring it back.
Okay.
Some people do that, but that's mostly for pie dough. But you could do it for this too.
Okay.
And then some people might do this where they just bring it in and turn, bring it in and turn, bring it in and turn. And then some people will do like me where I just go back and forth.
Gotcha.
And rock it back and forth. And then you could turn it too. So
Whatever one you feel like.
whichever one you feel more comfortable with at this point. And as you get more into bread making, you're going to develop your own thing that you like. You might do a blend of all three. You might pick one that you like better.
Okay.
So that's feeling smoother, right? It's
It
not
is.
as rough.
No, it's not as sticky either.
Okay. So now we're going to do the hard part. I was like, I hate these enriched breads. I don't want to add the butter after. I want to add it before, right? All right, so stop. See how sticky it is? So then we're going to stretch it open. And then we're going to take about half of this butter.
The fingers?
Huh?
Okay.
That's what makes it good, the fingers.
And I'm just rubbing it on top?
Yeah, just paste it in there.
Okay.
There's no run. Just slap it in there.
Okay.
Take more because we want half. All right. Now start to knead that.
Okay.
Let me get out of the way.
Roll it in, roll
Get
it
out
in.
in there.
Roll it in.
You see what a mess this is now?
It is.
Right? So what you do is you get a little bit of that flour that I have over there and toss it on the counter. You can move it closer to you too.
Okay.
Put it on the counter.
Okay.
Use this dough scraper. This is the hard plastic one. And you can start like scooping it in
Gotcha.
like that to help you.
Okay.
What do you feel about the dough scraper part of it? Feel like that's helping?
Feel a little awkward.
A little
But
awkward?
It does help.
It does help. Okay. So just keep kneading it till that butter gets worked in.
Okay.
It's something to do with if you add the fat in too early, it stunts something
You're
in the
supposed
bread.
to use your hand right now.
You're the cameraman. Why are you talking behind my camera?
So do I keep adding flour until it comes together?
A little bit at a time because we don't want to get it too dry either, right?
Gotcha.
And remember, this is a sticky mess that you feel is never going to come back together. You're
Right.
going to give up and lose hope.
Yes.
But you still have half that next half of that butter to put in. So then you could scrape this up.
One
off.
like me, I was gonna throw everything in and just work from there.
No, you put the butter after.
No, what I'm saying, like right now, I was gonna put all the butter.
Do you see why people don't read my instructions? Do you feel like that butter's going in?
Yes.
You feel it, right?
Yes, I feel a difference.
Do you like working with the dough? Because I'm kind of a sicko. I like messing with the dough.
It's pretty cool. It's a lot of work though. I can feel it in those back muscles and yeah.
You feel like if somebody has really bad arthritis, this one would be hard for them?
Not really.
Because the dough is soft,
Yeah,
right?
you can go at your own speed, your own pace, and customize it to the way you like to do it.
And then that time you could have on your YouTubers.
And a lot of those arthritic problems, more movement is actually better. You know,
Okay,
the more
okay.
you move, the better you feel.
coming
So.
All right, so that looks good. Spread it open again
Okay.
and add all the rest of that butter. And this is why I say in one part of the book that the hardest bread to make is this, any bread where you add the butter after. The easiest one is the Dutch oven. Who's texting my phone? The easiest one is the Dutch oven one because you hardly touch that. You just kind of mix it up with a spoon, put it in a pot, right? And then the best tastingest one is the Belizean Creole one. I tried all these breads, and I don't know if it's because of nostalgia and I was raised with it and we didn't get it as often as we needed to. I like that bread the best. But you see that hot mess again?
Yes.
So then just add a little bit of flour again. Usually I leave my phone in the room because it's right then somebody wants to, I think it's notifications.
Yeah.
See, how it go? What's the how it go?
Hey, that's the thing Brenda's on, but I can never log into it to see her.
What's how you pronounce it?
Hago.
Here you go.
It's an app. Look at him how he just I'm so proud. I'm so proud.
I think he was made to make bread.
Yeah.
Yeah. he would get an A. I want to check on the dough that I made earlier.
Okay.
I don't even know where it's at. Where did I put
I
it?
saw something was rising somewhere.
Over here. Over here.
How long it take to rise?
Oh. So now I talk in the book about not overproofing or overproving your dough. So if we had gone on that walk for the hour, this would have been overproofed. This is the one I made earlier.
So does it look different when it's overproofed, or how do you tell?
It'll swell and even bust.
Oh wow, like
You
crack.
know? Uh-huh.
Do you use yeast on that?
Yeah. We put yeast we did it with a sponge. We made a sponge first. Get it off of this too. Get all your remnants. We don't leave nothing behind. We like the Marines. No dough left behind. By the way, guys, I'm trying to get into that Amazon algorithm for the book. So don't forget to write your review if you have bought the book. People are putting reviews with pictures and stuff, and those seem to get a little bit longer to approve. But let's see if some of them go through, you know what I mean? Because I like to see stuff like that too when I'm looking for a book or
I think
something.
they're looking pretty good now, huh?
I think
Yeah.
so. It's feeling great.
I'm going to show you a test that they do,
Okay.
and you don't have to live by it. You take off a little piece, make it into a ball, and then you stretch it. And it's supposed to stretch really thin and not bust.
Okay.
And you can see through it like a window pane.
And that's when you know it's ready.
Yeah, they call it the window pane test. So you can
Okay.
still continue to knead this. See? And if you need flour, if it's like sticking, put it, because right now you're just like developing the gluten and stuff in it.
Like now you don't need no lot of flour, just a little bit at a time.
Yeah, you don't need a lot of flour. I don't like this cameraman talking behind you. Can you at least put your face on camera? Come say hi. You can bring that camera with you. You know why that bugs me? Because Noreen's kitchen, the husband used to do that, and that bugged me. I'm like, Joe, come put your face on camera.
I'm just trying to give them some little hints, that's all.
Oh
folks.
my God. You the bread whisperer now too? But you feel how smooth it is? So I don't even like go like religiously by that window pane test.
Yeah.
Because you can feel this getting smoother and smoother.
And the butter is all incorporated.
Yeah, let me get a bowl for you to put that in. Hold on.
I think I gotta need too long.
I think I'm gonna dump this out so you can use the same bowl. And I did not grease the bowl and I did not grease the bread, okay guys? This is the one I made earlier. Same dough.
What happened to that one?
It's coming, right? It's looking better, huh?
What happened to that one?
There's nothing wrong with it. This is, we making two. We're making two batch.
You gotta knead it again? Twice?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's Jermaine's batch. This is my batch. Jermaine is gonna make it as a loaf. And I'm gonna make mine as rolls. Because in the book I tell you can do both, right? So you guys, not to distract from Jermaine, but I'm taking care of this before problems happen. Probably need more flour. See how sticky it is again? Let me get some more flour.
Okay.
I don't think you need any more flour in yours though.
Okay.
So you're gonna form that into a ball now, because I think that's ready.
Do you want me to do like your...
Yeah. Look, look, look. He really watches my show. My God, today. Look at that. And because this is a real super sticky dough, we're not gonna grease it.
Okay.
And then we're just gonna cover it up like this. Hey, baby. And I'm gonna put it over here with a towel over it.
Jermaine is professional making bread.
So then that needs an hour. Sometimes it needs a little bit more than an hour.
Okay.
But most of the time it's an hour, especially if the house is warm. So for this one, I'm just like releasing the air out of this. You're gonna do this to yours when we come back.
Okay.
Just getting this going fast. I'm cleaning up, getting all your flour off the counter. What's up, babe? You okay?
Yeah, I just wanted to get my water. So I could go
You can come get your water.
Oh, okay.
We'll pause while you get your water. I'm gonna cut this like into 8. Like I wouldn't cut with a metal one on my counter, but that's just because I'm a baby. But like, come here, we're pause. If you want it like really buttery, after you roll this all into a little rectangle, you can go ahead and smear some butter on there, okay? But I'm not gonna do that with this one. We'll probably do it with yours, okay? Because yours is gonna be a whole loaf. All right, so even if you're doing the loaf, you're still gonna cut it. I forget if it's 8 or 6. The book will tell you into how many pieces. Okay. And you want to roll it into a little rectangle like this and roll it up. Like I used to say like a towel, but then Jada says put like a log. People get that better, right? And this is what you would do for all your pieces for the loaf. Okay. And then you'll stack them right next to each other and put them in a loaf pan. Okay. That way you can pull it apart. Okay, that's just a little trick. But because I'm doing those little rolls, this is what I'm gonna do. Cut this right up there. Cool. And then twist it. So you can make your rolls a little bit longer too. So once it's twisted, then you twist it like this. And that's your little brioche.
That's too hard.
That's your little brioche bun.
That's cool.
You like that?
Yeah.
That's too hard.
You know Joy's doing the most today, right? Joe, what's your sign?
Pisces.
Pisces? Yep. Is that February?
I'm on February. The best ones, yeah.
What date in February?
I'm the 20th, but it's, I think
so my brother's
like
the 18th, so is he a Pisces?
No, I think he started
Aquarius?
the 19th. He might be on the cusp, but
Aquarius?
Yeah, he's at the end of Aquarius.
Okay. Yeah. My mom's March 24th, so she's Aries. Yeah. There's another one that I saw, this baby. A whole baby did this one. I was like upset. Let's see what she did. I think she rolled it the same way, right, as the little log. Let me make it a little bit longer. She rolled it as the log. And then she pinched it shut. I swear that baby was like 4. And she was doing all this stuff, right? And then she did this. She turned it on top of itself like this. Lord, I hope I have it right. I think she cut it on the open end. Maybe it's the closed end. Let's see. And then she has a heart.
Oh, that's nice.
Right? So it was the closed end that we did, right?
Right.
Okay.
Let's see.
See?
Yeah, babies are sponges. They just soak up all the knowledge.
So all we're going to do here is do the rest like that, like the rolls. Okay. And we're going to set it on a parchment lined baking sheet. Okay. And then we're going to go on the wok. And when we come back, these should be ready to bake and yours should be ready to redo, like what we're doing here. Okay. All right, guys? So we're going to see you guys like in an hour and 10 minutes or so. Just got to finish up this. We decided we ate too much.
Yes.
So we have to come walk.
1 mile down, 1 to go.
And you know what? We didn't really eat a lot. We have been really, really good at cutting back and making sure we're not overeating. Right. But we're eating a lot of different things. And we had that cake last night. Remember that cake? Yeah, cake was good. That cake's gonna be better today, Jermaine, because it has time to soak in. It's gonna be super moist today. And that's Joe over there.
Hello, people.
Bread.
Maker. Put that under my belt.
Yeah, you can. He totally can put that on his belt because he caught on quick. I think you're a ringer. I think you messed with bread before.
I think he could do that better than me.
He's not lying. We just got back from the walk. We saw Joy over there, by the way, at his job. We just got back from the walk. And Jada just got back from the gym. No, she needs to be in here again.
Okay.
All right, Jermaine. So I greased that. This is the bigger loaf pan because they have a smaller one.
Okay.
And see, your dough looks pretty good.
Yes.
So hour and a half. We're gonna get it out. See how sticky it is again? That's okay. Don't grease the bowl because this is too sticky to be greased. All right.
Okay.
All right. I think it's because we added all that butter in the end why it's so sticky all the time.
Right.
Okay. And flour right here. All right. So what you're gonna do Put some flour. I just need it to get out the air.
Okay.
Let me get our dough thingy. Where's that? Right here.
You got sisters and stuff, Jermaine?
Yep, I'm the baby of 6. It's 6 of us.
How many sisters?
Yes, 2 girls, 4 boys. Yeah, most of us still live in Louisiana. I have one sister in Colorado. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Did you hear it release in the air?
I did.
Okay. So we're trying to get it into 6 equal pieces. Remember last time we cut it into 8 for the rolls?
Right.
For the loaf, we're going to do 6.
Okay.
So the easiest way is to like make it like a log to a degree. And then cut it straight down the middle. Our walk was good, by the way. We did 2 miles.
It was really good.
And we're going to do 3, right? So that's 6. And what I do is I feel it. You can feel it if it's... Feel those 3 and tell me which one's smaller.
This one?
Yeah. See how quick he picked up on that? So that one's smaller. So then just steal some from the bigger one.
Okay.
I'm going to steal some for this one. If not, you're going to have to invest in a scale. And who wants to do that? We don't want you to have to do anything to where you're not going to make these breads. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So what we're going to do, where's your rolling pin? Did we throw that in the sink? Leave it to Barbara.
We did.
We did?
Right there, right here. See what
This is a baby one.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab that big one right now. What we're going to do is that same thing again, guys. We're going to roll it into a little rectangle. Put flour if you need to. Yeah, so Jermaine's making that one into a ball. Then we're going to use the rolling pin. And the rectangle needs to be like this, see? See the width? The width of your pan.
Okay.
Alright, so you get that. So about that. And then roll it up. Oh, this one I didn't... We want to try the butter, right? We're going to try to smear the butter?
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to... The book doesn't say to put butter, but you can. So let's try to put some butter. Let me get a knife right here.
It's gonna be crispy.
I don't know. It's going to be good. Butter makes it better, baby. So just kind of smear some butter in there. Don't do a whole lot because I feel like you're going to have trouble to roll it into the log. So then we're going to roll it into the log. Right? Pinch it. And then we start putting it in our pan.
Okay.
Good? So you want to just roll one.
Sure.
I'm just gonna form the other ones into that little ball. It's always easier before you're gonna roll anything, put it into a ball like this first.
Get the pan out your way, son.
I'm gonna hit you, Joe.
Is it all right?
We don't like to be breathed on
So
like
you said about
that.
the width of the pan, right?
About that. So then you go a little bit more out that way.
Okay.
I'm just trying to help him.
All right.
Nobody wants that kind of help.
No, because the pan was in the way.
And the butter is like almost cold, so just spread it.
Okay.
I forgot to take butter out last night. Remember we did that cake last night?
You right-handed or left-handed?
I'm right-handed.
Didn't you see him using his right hand, Joe? Okay, roll it like a log. Roll it tight. Then you pinch your seams shut, and you fit it in the pan.
Okay.
If it humps up a little bit, don't worry.
Okay.
And just all we're gonna do is the other 4 pieces, and then we're gonna cover it up again and let it rise. Meanwhile, I'm heating the oven to 375 because these are ready.
Oh wow, look at them.
That hour that we left, they're ready. So we're gonna do an egg wash on that. So egg wash is just a couple of egg yolks and a little bit of milk. Okay?
Butter? See? You don't want me to talk, but
All right, you're forgiven. You're forgiven. It's because I don't know where to put the butter. We do the most because you're here. You guys like my little hat? Mm-hmm.
Music, music.
What's up, baby?
I said music, music.
Mm-hmm. Butter, baby. You see this butter cozy thing?
Mm-hmm.
Julie crocheted it for me.
Oh, that's nice. Good job, Julie.
Mm-hmm. People send me the best things.
Yeah.
You ever notice that?
Yeah.
All the stuff that I've showed him here today.
We have a good community, good family.
Uh-huh. And of course, you don't need to do these little pieces. If you're going to do this bread again, you can absolutely just roll the whole thing out, measure your thingy, and roll it as one big log and get one big loaf.
Okay.
And you can also like plait it like in 3, and like I did the challah bread and stuff. You can do all that to it too, okay?
Cool.
It's just what you feel like doing. You might want to make it and go, I don't want to do all that work. I just want to go ahead and do it like this. See how it's 6 pieces, not 8, so it'll fit in the pan, right?
Mm-hmm.
These eggs are so small, I don't even know if the 2 egg yolk won't be enough.
You said egg yolk, you didn't know egg white.
Egg yolk. The white that I left yesterday, Jermaine, from the cake, I fed it to the dogs. Come on.
But they enjoyed that.
You could go ahead and cover up this one.
Okay.
And set it over there.
All right.
So we need another hour. So this bread actually takes 2 hours and 45 minutes. Because remember the first sponge
Right.
was 45 minutes. Right? When we set that aside. But we did that while we were eating breakfast, so that didn't feel like nothing. But see how you can go get stuff done?
Yes.
And then come back,
Come back and finish. Yep.
and finish up. So bread is a lot of rise time and resting time. So when people see the long hours, they might say, oh my God, it takes too long. But it's like the whole time you're not working.
Right.
You're doing other things. This is for the wash. And some egg wash will use the whites too.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want that golden color on these enriched breads, do just the yolk.
Yolk and milk.
A touch of milk.
Looks good.
You don't catch it on the bottom.
You know
Say
what,
it again.
Joe? I want to hear nothing from Joe today. He's being annoying. It's like when I sweep, then he goes, you missed a spot. Right then, Jermaine, I put the broom down. I'm like, I'm doing you a favor to sweep this house. I want to hear your mouth, Joe.
No, one of my pet peeves is like if you were going to pick up the broom and somebody be like, what are you going to do, sweep? No, I'm just going to ride it off into the sunset.
Do you guys have that myth? You guys have that myth to where you don't sweep at night? You guys have that myth?
No, we have one about not sweeping hair or sweeping your feet. It's different ones.
What does it do if they sweep the dirt on your feet? What's the myth?
It's supposed to give you bad luck.
Oh, for us, you're going to marry an old person.
Oh, Lordy.
If you're a young person and I sweep that dirt on your feet, you're going to marry somebody old.
Could be an old rich person.
They didn't say nothing about the rich part.
Put a few coins into the
They
dirt.
just made it seem like an old perverted man or an old hag.
Gotcha.
That's what they made it seem like. And then if you sweep at night and you sweep the dirt out the house, because in Belize they didn't used to put it in no dustpan and put it in the trash. You sweep it outside the house, right?
Mm-hmm.
You sweep it out all the luck. And Filipino has that. The Filipino people have that one too. That myth.
And then with the hair, you have to sweep up all the hair because if it goes outside and the birds get it and make a nest, you're gonna have like headaches or something.
Oh
or
shit!
bad
I didn't know that one.
migraines. I don't know.
Didn't know that one.
Yeah.
So do we have any of that thing left? The seeds.
Yeah. I don't know where you put it, but you got it.
If you want the seeds, we'll put on some.
Okay.
That makes it fit in the picture. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, this is not the
I was
seeds.
gonna say.
Baking soda. Joe, where are the seeds?
I don't know. You sure you don't put it in the back or something?
Really nice with that. Let me see if it's over here. Jada, you can come, you know. Oh, she gets pissed at me. See, that's why I want a kitchen. I want a test kitchen
Yeah.
that's in the garage. You know where that shelves are? Just right there. Just flip that side. Put a stove, put a counter. We don't even have to have a sink. We'll come in here and do the washing. Yeah, I don't know where those seeds are.
I forget about the seed.
Yeah, forget about it. If you have sesame seeds, guys, put it on top. It'll look pretty.
Yes.
I don't usually do the seeds because of the diverticulosis. But we were going to do it just for the beauty. So we're going to put it in here. It says 50 minutes in the book, but that's for that loaf. Okay. So we're going to watch this within a half hour and see what's happening. So let's set it for 30. Then come back and check when it beeps. And then by the time this is done, maybe that will be ready. All right, we'll be back, guys. So these only took 30 minutes to bake, guys. And they're just beautiful. Let's take a look at Jermaine's loaf. Jermaine has gone out with Joshua and Jada, so I'm taking care of business while he's gone. So I'm putting the egg wash on top of his loaf. It's risen pretty good. It's nice and high. And I'm going to bake this. I'm going to set it at 350 for 50 minutes, but I'll check on it earlier. It only needed 40 minutes because the oven was already hot from the prior rolls. Okay, guys. Jermaine then went to eat out with the kids. And I baked this, I think before you were gone, right? These were done?
Yes.
These are the rolls. And he was really impressed with how these came out. And these only went for like 22 minutes though, at 375. And then the heart one. The heart one. It's cute, right? Thanks to that little baby that taught us how to do that one. Get this out of the way. Now this is Jermaine's bread. Ta-da! Okay, let's pose for our thumbnail.
Feels so accomplished.
Come. All right, good. It's good, huh?
That's really good.
You did a good job.
Yes.
Okay, so no, you don't even have to slice this. Just pull it apart.
Okay.
Make sure the camera's seeing. Yeah, it's seeing.
Ready?
Pull it apart.
Here we go. Wow.
And there you go. You have the whole slice.
Can I bite it?
Yeah. Jermaine said, "Can I bite it?" Of course. People want to see the taste, huh? Oh, I forgot that part. Let's taste the butter part.
It's really morsel inside.
You guys, put the butter. Put more if you want.
Delicious.
Is it sweet enough? And not too sweet, right? Okay.
It's really good.
What would you eat this with?
I feel like something sweet. Maybe like
Sweet?
Do you think? Cheese.
Do you think after it's cooked you'll be able to cut this into even thinner?
And make a sandwich.
And make a sandwich?
That'd be really good.
You know what it reminds me of? Like a Hawaiian roll. Because I have a recipe for Hawaiian roll in the book too. That's okay. When you clean up. So where did you go with the kids? Tell the viewers.
So we went to a hot pots place. It was my first time ever doing that, so it was pretty cool. So you get like, you pick out your broth, and you get all these vegetables and meat, and you cook it right in front of you. I've been to like a fondue place, so it was kind of similar, but it wasn't the same. And it was all you can eat. Of course, I got full really fast.
Fondue is not really just all sweets though, right? Fondue is like cheese too?
Well, it can be, yeah, cheese. I think cheese is the original fondue, but this place had like stews, and you can get the chocolate fondue and stuff like that. So, yeah, I really enjoyed it.
And you can put your own spice at this place?
Yep, put your own spice.
Is it a lot of soups?
Yeah, pretty much. You get this base, you get your base soup, you can put like soy sauce and different type of toppings. It's like a long buffet line of toppings and ingredients.
Okay. Me and Joe are going to go, but Jermaine is still going to be with us a few more days, and I don't want to get sick from MSG and then I'm down to the bed and the whole trip is spoiled. Like, we okay. Let's stay right here and eat the leftovers.
And Joshua and Jada are perfect. They were fun. They took care of me. Had a great time.
Yes! All right, guys. This is the one cooking show we've done so far. We did one before with the boil up yesterday where we just kind of showed us eating at the dinner table. And then we did a live. You guys go back and watch every video that you see Jermaine in, and then thumbs it up, say hi to Jermaine, and then when it's all done, I'll make like a playlist of Jermaine's visit.
It's been an awesome visit.
And the walk was awesome today.
Yes.
He says, I'm glad we took that walk first. All right, guys. Jermaine is having fun. This is, well, it's not the first time a subscriber came to the house because Shanika was the first one that came. And before that, even there was another young lady that came before Shanika that was friendly with a friend of mine. You know, so I have to know you for you to come because I do it in my own house, my real house. All right, guys, thank you for watching. And if you want to see another video with Jermaine, check out this one right here. This is the